When I sat down on my couch and grabbed one of my mini laptops on a Saturday night to write this story while the rest of the world was out enjoying their weekend, I couldn't help but think that this moment was the perfect symbol of the grit and the guts you must have to become a home-based business millionaire. How did I get here? How can I be so blessed? How can I help more people get real results? How can I provide more value? How can I get you to open up your heart and trust that I can help you? How can I get closer to God? How can I serve you? Do the Lakers play tonight? Yes, I'm a Laker fan, and these are the real thoughts going on in my head. This video will inspire you. It will give you everything that I know to help you grow your business. I know that my purpose on this earth is to reveal to you that there are solutions to the many problems that we face every day. And right now, I'm going to give them to you. My name is Vince Reed, internet entrepreneur, and the sacrifices that I have made to be here has me still standing, still grinding, still learning, still praying for one reason. You. I do it all for you. Every time I speak to an audience on stage, I'm blown away. I do my best to open up my heart to the room because I want so badly to help you achieve more than you ever imagined. It's not enough for me to have you simply reach your goals. When I think about all of my students who I consider partners growing as leaders and entrepreneurs, I sometimes get choked up because that is how I want to be remembered. I want my students to absolutely crush it. I want them to change the lives of people well after I'm gone. I strive to make my mentors proud. That's why I made this video, because it's time. It's time for me to share my story to the world. My journey online began in 2008. I decided to make this video clearly because I want to share with you my story, but I don't want it to be a story where I'm just here rambling, sharing a bunch of white noise. I want this to absolutely change your life. And that's what this video is going to do. But in order for me to do that, in order for me to really let you experience and feel what it actually took for me to become a top producer in this industry, I have to share with you my entire story. And I'm going to give you the Cliff Note version, but it's going to be powerful, and I know that if you take it in and you embrace it, you'll be able to take bits and pieces from it, and it will absolutely change your life, your business, your relationships with others. It'll open up amazing doors and opportunities that you never thought possible. You see, in 2008, the real estate market completely crashed, and I remember feeling absolutely crushed from the core, from inside. I can't tell you, like being a man, being extremely proud, experiencing a feeling of kind of a loss of manhood, where my girlfriend at the time is paying the bills. I'm being forced to drive my car back that was a statement of what I thought I needed to be to show people how cool I was at that time. It was this, it was an Infiniti QX56 truck with like rims the size of a house, with TVs in the like dashboard, and it was just a ridiculous amount of wasted money. And I was buying and I was doing all of this to show people that, hey, I made it. Maybe I didn't make it as an athlete, but I made it in real estate. And then that comes crashing down. My world was literally turned upside down. And because of that experience, that has really turned into an amazing strength for me today. Because I can use these stories, I can use that experience of feeling lost, okay, of seeing technology start to take over, and how I was able to position myself in front of it. And I learned a valuable lesson when my world was pretty much turned upside down, when I lost everything. And that valuable lesson was, you have to make sure that you're an invaluable resource. You have to be an invaluable resource. And what that means is, okay, you can't have a service that only works some of the time. It can't be controlled by outside forces. And that's why I love this industry so much, because the more information you take in, okay, the more you learn from others, the more you position yourself to gain that knowledge to share, okay, the more you position yourself to be that invaluable resource. All right, you see, I was good in real estate as long as the banks were lending me money to help people, but the minute they cut that off, my business was done. So I set out to make sure that I was involved in an industry
that wasn't controlled by the market. It was controlled by me and the amazing people that make up this amazing industry. So check out my life. I'm at an event right now. And there's tons of people here, and this is my life. I never would have thought that I'd be speaking on stages in Fiji, sharing my information with amazing marketers all over the world. This is it. I come here, I meet with the best marketers in the world. They talk about amazing concepts and strategies that I get to go home and implement and put into my business and help change and affect the lives of people all over the world. So this video will inspire you. It will give you direction. And I want you to always remember, no matter what is happening, we all have a story, right? And you're going to take the most horrible things that you have, right, in your life, and you're going to turn those things into a positive, and they're going to affect and change the lives of people all over the world.
Words can't describe to you how much I love what I do. I absolutely love this industry. I often go to the beach, stare at the waves, and just reflect. I'm often thinking about how I can add more value to you. I also think about the day I realized I could make money online. It was the worst and one of the very best days of my life. It was late 2007, and I was doing loans for a few clients right around the time banks were going out of business every day. Right when I thought I was going to bounce back, I got an email that told me that all 7 of my loans that were already approved for no reason had been denied. The bank had the nerve to send me an email with the word "sorry" in the subject line. It then proceeded to say, "We know we said we can do it, but the money is gone." When I got that email, I called all of my customers back to deliver the bad news. It went a little like this: "Hello ma'am, hello sir, you're going to lose your home." Needless to say, I got cursed at and called names that would make Eddie Murphy proud. But God has a plan for everyone. You see, the day that happened was actually the same day I stumbled onto the internet. After I made those calls, I went online and stumbled on an ad that said I could make money on Google. I knew then and there had to be a better way.
All right, so what I want to do really quick is share with you how I had one of my biggest breakthroughs in this industry. And it'll shock you because when you hear it, it'll be the complete opposite of what you would actually expect a breakthrough to occur. So, for me, every time I've had this brilliant idea, like I'm gonna make all this money, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna make all this money, it's been an absolute disaster. It never worked, not one time. So what I had to do was basically change my focus. And my focus changed from money to serving. Yeah, so we're here right now. We were looking for places to shoot, and we're at the MGM Grand right now, and it happens to be the Billboard Awards, and all these people are like screaming and yelling every time a celebrity gets out of their car. And it's amazing, all these people kind of like live out their dreams kind of through these celebrities, which is cool. I mean, I have people that I look up to all the time, but sometimes I wish I could just go talk to them all and say, you're either living your dream or you're living someone else's dream. And I choose to live my dream. Sorry. So I don't have a lot of time, so I want to get right to the point and share with you why the day I got that email that said sorry was actually the very best day of my life. You see, after I packed up my files and realized that, real estate was not going to be my career anymore, and I saw that ad that said I could make money on Google, I had made up in my mind that I was going to make money on the internet, and there was nothing that was going to stop me. So I packed up my files, I packed up everything from my office, and I drove home. And I remember when I got home, I shared the news with my girlfriend, who's now my wife, and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna make money on the internet." And she said, "What are you talking about? Just a few days ago, you were telling me that you're gonna make a lot of money and you're gonna bounce back, and now you're telling me you're gonna make money on the internet." So tears started to fall from her eyes, of course. Mine were flowing on the inside. And she said, "Okay, well, at least do a little bit more research," and that's what I did. And it was the best thing that I ever could do because that's where I found my mentor. So, if you want to have true breakthroughs, for me, it's find a good mentor, implement what you learn, and teach what you do. You'll get great results. So I wanted to essentially share with you who this person was, because it was this kid who was extremely young, and everywhere that I looked online, I saw him. I saw him everywhere, and I was inspired. I was inspired by his message. I was inspired by his story. And I remember the first time I actually met him, he said to me, he said, you may have seen my message, but someday someone's going to see yours. And believe it or not, this is that day. So I want to bring that person in and share with you.
Vince, my brother, my friend, my colleague, my mentor, my student, everything. Dude, all I want to say is I love you, man. I've got the amazing privilege of getting to know Vince over the last couple years, everybody who's watching and listening, and this is one of my favorite people in the entire online marketing, networking industry, in the entire realm of business and entrepreneurship. I have a lot of friends, know a lot of people, and Vince, dude, you've always just shown up and just been cool, smart, on top of your game, hungry, visionary. You're just the type of person that I respect the most in the world. I'm just glad that people like you exist for others, because you're the guy that sets the trail, that blazes the trail, that inspires and uplifts, that always wants to do the right thing and is about adding value and making a difference. And I appreciate you, man. Appreciate all you've done, and all you continue to do, and appreciate all you're going to do for the people who put their faith and put their trust in you, and for the world and the industry at large. You're my brother. Let's go out there. Let's make things happen. You rock. Appreciate you, my friend. Peace.
When I had a chance to actually watch what Vince was actually doing in his business, and I actually got to see the real strategies, not just like money and all that stuff's cool, but like the strategy and the thinking and the real marketing craftsmanship that's behind what's happening in his business, like it's at a level of very few people that I meet. And I'm a person that I love marketing. For me, it's an art, and I don't meet too many people like him.
Vince is one of the rare breeds of people that I don't even bother needing to know much more other than he wants me to do something. He says, hey, I got this thing, and I'm like, cool, tell me when, tell me where, what do I need, what do you need from me, let's do it. There's a handful of people, and I mean that. I don't promote a lot of folks, I don't endorse a lot of folks, because for me, your reputation is what you have in this industry. And the reason you can last for a decade like I have is because people respect what you recommend. I have never, and never yet, doubted anything that I've ever done with Vince, because he is just the highest caliber person you will ever want to work with.
I met Vince in a hallway, started connecting with him through another business partner of mine. Through that time frame, we've developed a relationship, and he's one of the top internet marketers out there in the space. Whatever the man touches turns into platinum, which is a lot better than gold. So if you're following him right now and you want to work with some of the best, no matter what system that he has you in, coming through right now, when you see these testimonials, pay attention to Vince Reed, because he can definitely lead you to the land that you're trying to get to, which is the land of making a significant amount of Moulin Rouge.
Working with Vince Reed, this is a guy that I've watched for quite a while. His marketing style is absolutely phenomenal, and the way that he teaches people is powerful. And so, we just got a lot of value out of Vince, and this is a guy that can teach you how to build your business, how to get more leads in so many different ways. And we're just honored to be working with Vince.
One thing that we really appreciate about Vince is that there are so many people that you can follow out there. There are so many different leaders, different things going on. It's so distracting out there when you really focus on internet marketing. And Vince is such an integrity guy, and we can really appreciate that, because we've worked with him on a lot of different projects. He is one of those guys that you think about and you think, okay, that guy knows what he's doing, he knows what he's talking about. And just from working with him on several different projects.
I learned that Vince Reed is a pretty talented marketer. He does over 7 figures per year. Anyway, recently I did a promotion with Vince where I did a webinar. I promoted a product on this webinar, and what really shocked me was just how much we made on that webinar. Typically, when I do a joint venture with someone and we do a webinar, we might expect a few $1,000s. On this particular webinar, one 50-minute call, we've done so far $7,000 in revenue.
Hey everybody, my name is Mark Hovers, and my favorite thing about Vince Reed is that he is deep in the trenches as a marketer, And then what he does is he takes what he's learning and he shares it. So it's like a direct, straight from the front lines, right to the people. So the best thing about Vince is he's not some like Ivy Tower guru who's like detached from everything. He's totally in the trenches, especially when it comes to mobile and apps. He's probably right around the world's, literally right at the cutting edge of what the world knows about apps, gamification.
In closing, my story is not even close to being complete. The fire that burns inside of me won't let me rest until I touch the lives and hands of people all over the world. I can't rest until that person that feels lost is found. I can't rest until that person in the darkest of rooms sees that there is light and our community is waiting for them with open arms. We can create our own economy because I know that there is no obstacle too great that we can't accomplish together. As you have just seen my story, I've lived it, and a powerful story lives inside of you. Now that you know me, my job is to make your path smoother and the road less bumpy than it was for me. It won't be easy. It shouldn't be. It will be tough, but will also be fun. You will smile, you will learn, you may even cry. But I can promise you one thing. Everyone dies, but not everyone lives. And starting right now, you will live. So join me today on my never-ending journey. You will be safe here. I can assure you that I will not quit on you until the day I take my final breath. But my dreams and goals will continue on. It will continue on in my family. It will one day continue on in my children. It will continue on in you. Because if I am with you, if I am presenting to you, if I am coaching you, who knows, maybe one day I am even working with you. Just know we are now family. I don't know if the next step will be to push the button below or enter your contact information into the form for details. All I know is that you are here, and now the world must get ready for you because you are an entrepreneur and you have a job to do. You have a business to start. You have a business to explode. You have lives to touch, and it starts now. Now it is time for me to sign off. It was a pleasure meeting you, and until next time, I will see you on the internet.